Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena and let you listen in as top trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. And you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter.
Brought to you by Bluebonnet Feeds.
They can be your hobby, your business, or simply your best friend. At Bluebonnet Feeds, we understand how important your horse is. You see, we're horse owners too, and we believe in quality nutrition. So we aren't just manufacturing horse feed, we're carefully crafting every bag as if it were headed to nurture one of our own.
American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. Hey folks, welcome to Cuttin Up. I'm Kenny Ema, your host. Last week we showed you part one of the open competition from the MCHA show there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. This week we're going to show you the non-pros from the same place. MCHA put on a great show, so we stayed there and filmed a couple classes for you. This is the non-pro action, and Ardmore, Oklahoma is the home of Bluebonnet Feeds. Remember, if you want to feed your horses the finest nutritional balanced diet that you can possibly feed them, take a look at Bluebonnet Feeds. They've got a long list of products that can help your nutritional program on the ranch, on the farm, for all species of animals. Remember, go to bluebonnetfeeds.com and get a hold of them. There's tons of videos out there. They have a great equine nutritionist, Miss Jimmy Nichols. You'll hear from her a little later in the show with a Horse Health Today segment. They go above and beyond to make sure that every bag of Bluebonnet Feeds products is exactly what the tag says it is. That says a lot in the animal feed industry. The tag tells you what it is, bag after bag. You can trust it. There's integrity there. Bluebonnet Feeds, bluebonnetfeeds.com. Find out all you can about those fine products and get a hold of them. Now let's go to Ardmore, Oklahoma. The MCHA, a great little weekend affiliate there in Ardmore, is putting on a great cutting. We got to film the non-pro action. Here's some highlights from it. Let's go to Ardmore. Well, here's Mr. Gary Barker riding Lashabout. Gary's from Adele, Oklahoma. He's riding a real nice pony that's won well over $200,000. He's going to push this black mott out of the herd, get his hand down right in the middle. The pony's working hard for him. Good stopping horse. Really nice. Locked into that cow, ears forward. Gary's doing a good job riding his pony. And he finds him a good spot to get off. Wasn't bad, little mott. Gary's listening to his help right now. Easing up through the herd. Get him one cut right in the middle. Looking at that baldy real hard. He's dialed in. That's his cow, whether he wants it or not. Got some trash in the way. And he gets his hand down on his cow. Little nubbin horn baldy, ain't a bad cow. Looking at his horse good. Look at his horse looking at that cow. Gary doing a good job riding his horse. All right there in the middle. He's got to be thinking about a good place to get off about now. And he finds it. The cow had stopped moving even though it was looking at Gary, and his horse had stopped moving, so that was a clean quit. He's going to finish up 10 seconds, got his hand down. Finish up this little black. Help's going to turn it back to him. And he finishes up the run. Nice job, Gary. Marks a 72. Well, here's Miss Holly Munch. She is Terry Munch's wife. No stranger to the cutting pen. On CD Pretty Cat, that's won well over $58,000. Holly herself has won over $80,000 in NCHA money. Her help's getting her. A bunch of them looking at her. She's about decided on this little black mott. Waiting for the trash to get out of the way, and her hands down, she's working. This lady rides real well. Nice little pony. Her husband Terrence, right there in the bottom corner of the screen. I've shown with them a number of places around the country, and just wonderful people there from Marietta. She's got her a good spot to get off. This lady is always going to be real calm and cool in the herd. She's listening to her husband Taryn. They're talking about a cow. See which one she works up out of the herd. She's early up in the bunch, so there's a lot of fresh cows. She's probably telling her, option off if you need to and cut what wants to be cut. She's got her hand down on the little black that wanted to be cut. Her and her horse are doing a good job right in the middle of the pen. The horse's ears are forward, just athletic, animated. Couldn't ask for much better. Holly's riding him well, and she gets off that. Still got a lot of fresh cows. That Baldy's going to be the one that presents itself right. She gets her hand down. Just a few seconds. I tell you, mark a good score on the cutting pen. 73. The judge agrees with me. Next is Mr. Michael Kemna. This gentleman has won well over $200,000 in the cutting pen. Riding a horse named Ruby Shadow Cat, who's won well over $128,000. So the pair knows what they're here to do. What a pretty little pony. You can tell this man knows how to ride his horse. This little black cow is going to try to stay right in the middle with him. Not as much action on his first cow as he's wanted. He knows he's already got a 73 marked ahead of him, but he's still got two more cows to show that judge what he came here to do. Real calm and cool. The judge likes that. He's going to take the black, let the paint face run back. Gets his hand down as soon as he's clear, and he's cut. Nice little pony. Pretty on a cow. About 35 seconds left. He's got lots of time. When you're a non-pro and you've won as much money as Michael has, and your horse is as sound as Ruby Shadow Cat is, you can tell the calmness and how cool they are in the herd. Time management is how you show the judge that you know how to do that. Pick it back up right there, Wes. Michael marks a 71. Good job, good pony. All right, here comes Mr. Brad Rogers. This man's won over $500,000 in the cutting pen. So I think he ought to feel pretty secure in what he's doing right here on Questionable Past. Horses won almost $50,000, so as long as the cows work for him, this should be a nice run. This little cow's got kind of a little, maybe a mole over its left eye. Wasn't so bad as in the open horses where they had so many blacks. This group of cattle for the non-pros got quite a few different colors, and these identifying marks on these blacks is something they talk about. This little horse is kind of a soft cow for this horse. This horse capable of handling a tougher cow. So Brad's gonna walk back to the herd, see if he can get something that he can really impress that judge with. That first cow may have been a touch soft to mark him a big score. He's easing up through the herd. He's got his eyeball on one of them blacks, bigger black with the fresh brand. And he throws his hand down. This may be a little bit better cow for him. It's staying in the middle. It's not trying him real hard. Big stopping horse. Might have had a touch of a miss on that side. My point of view, I can't see it, but I'm sure the judge will or will not consider that in marketing. Probably not as good a cow as Brad would have wanted to threaten the lead so far. He's going to finish up with another black. 5 seconds left on the clock. See if he can get Questionable Past finished up here, and ends up with a 71.5. Grabs a hold, keeps his horse correct. Get ready for the next cutting. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying the non-pro action from the MCHA show there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Now, as promised, here's Miss Jimmy Nichols from Bluebonnet Feeds with the Horse Health Today segment.
Thank you for joining us on Horse Health Today. A question that commonly comes in is, how do you determine the quality of a feed? Is there any way to really tell that just by looking at a feed tag? And the answer is yes, kind of. I encourage people to look at the ingredient listing. Now, there are ways to list your ingredients. You can use an open label true name listing, meaning the ingredients are listed by their actual name. So that may be alfalfa meal, soybean meal, rice bran, beet pulp, etc. Now, there's another way to list ingredients, which is called collective terminology or byproduct listing. Now, byproduct listing basically allows the manufacturer to choose from a list of multiple commodities, and they can really put any of those commodities into the feed at any time. Now, the reason that that is a benefit to the manufacturer is it allows them to keep the cost of the feed more stable. So let's say we have grain products. One week that manufacturer may choose to put corn in the feed. Let's say corn prices go up. The next week they might, the Milo prices might be low. So they'll take the corn out and they'll put Milo in. Basically, if they're using the byproduct labeling, they can change those ingredients at will anytime they want to, and they don't have to tell the consumer. So at Bluebonnet Feeds, we choose to do what is called an open label, which uses the true name ingredient listing, not byproduct listing. And the reason for this is just because we know how sensitive the horse's digestive tract is. We know how sensitive they are to changes. So if the customer thinks they are getting the same feed every time, yet it's a byproduct labeled feed, that feed's actually going to be changing. It could be changing weekly, it could be changing daily even. With Bluebonnet Feeds and the True Name listing, you know that you're getting the exact same feed, a consistent product that's the same every single time, which is going to help keep that horse's digestive system stable and consistent. Thank you for joining us on Horse Health Today.
Thanks, Miss Jimmy. Now, let's hear a word from our sponsors. You know, insurance is a daily part of our lives. We insure ourselves, we insure our trucks, we insure our trailers. Roger Peters Livestock Insurers is where you go. Roger Peters Livestock Insurers has been an agent for Great American Insurance for over 35 years. Remember, no vet checks up to $100,000, whether it's a private treaty sale or a catalog sale. Call Connie or Stacy at this number and get yourself some peace of mind and insure your performance horse with Roger Peters Livestock Insurers. The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work. It's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. Thank you to all our great sponsors. Now let's get back to the non-pro action in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Now here is Miss Michelle Cowan. Really a unique story with this Cowan family. This woman was the 2008, I believe, Snaffle Bit for Charity Non-Pro champion. So she is very capable of showing a cow horse as well as a cut. Caddy Minx is her horse. Horse has won almost $15,000. Miss Michelle's won probably $400,000 in the cutting pen, maybe $200,000 in a rein cow horse pen. Her and Caddy Minx have come to show you what they're capable of doing. Great looking little pony. Miss Cowan's doing an awesome job, sitting right in the middle. I mean, this pony is locked and loaded. Got lots of draw, real pretty horse. I tell you what, these folks here feed that Bluebonnet feed, and that's what you get when you feed the right kind of feed to your performance horse. Look at this pony. Ms. Michelle pony is again locked and loaded. Look how sharp this horse is on the cow. How precise. Dialed in. This is going to be a good score if it keeps going like this. Just draw and draw and draw, and that's pretty. And that's what the judge likes to see. She found her a good spot to get off. She's going back. She's already looking at a particular cow. Gonna bring it out. And this black cow's gonna try her a little harder. That's how you rack up the degree of difficulty points in the cutting pen, is when that cow just comes at you hard and your horse handles it. And that's 72 and a half. That's a nice run. Miss Cowan did a great job showing her pony. Next is Miss Tammy Jones on SDP Mom's CD. The duo is from Wichita Falls, Texas. Ms. Jones has won $266,000 in the cutting pen, and she likes this little fat Charolais heifer. Hand down, she's working, dialed in. Little Charolais is doing her a good job in the middle of the pen. Horse is dialed in. This is looking sweet. Just great job. Great job. Found her a good spot to get off. Gonna go back, see if we can do this one more time. Miss Tammy's walking back to the herd. She's looking for her next cow. She's looking at something real particular. Up there, maybe that baldy. Little nubbin horn baldy. Yep, that's what she's got. And she's gonna work it. She knows this is a fresh cow. She's gonna get all she can out of it. It's an okay cow. Maybe not as good as her first one. But she's doing a good job, finds her a good spot to get off. She's going in for her last cow. She's got great time management skills. 20 seconds as you bring out your third cow is pretty desirable in our sport. She's got to make a decision here which one wants to go. It looks like the mott, and her hand's down, and she's cutting. She's going to finish it up really well with a 73. Good job, Ms. Jones. Next up is Miss Gilda Jackson from Hazel, Texas on scoops, lead-free. Ms. Gilda is married to Brian Jackson. You see her over Ms. Gilda's left shoulder. She likes this solid red. She's going to stay with it, get her horse over there, in line, in shape, and she's cutting. Big stopper. Degree of difficulties here for Miss Gilda. She's a cool customer. She's won around $75,000 in the cutting pen. Her little ponies won close to 50. Her husband Brian's talking to her about something in particular. So far she's bet red. I think they're talking about a little Charolais cow. It's what's gonna drive out for her. She does a good job putting that out there where her turnback help can help her. Kind of a fast little cow. Degree of difficulty again on this cow. She's doing a good job riding her pony. Her pony's doing a good job. She's going to get off and think about her last cow. Now, this deep in the herd, some cows have already been cut. It's tougher to find fresher cows. Her bunch, she's at the end of it. So it's okay to finish up on a good rerun. And she may just do that. She's looking at a little nubbin horn baldy that I believe was Gary Barker's second cow. The first rider out of this bunch. But she's gonna finish up on that same cow. She's gonna stop, let her show her horse. Good job, Miss Gilda. 72.5. She's right up there in the running. Now that was highlights from the non-pro. It wasn't everybody, but we got to show you some of the better rides from this cutting. We hope you enjoyed it. Back to the studio.
Do a segment on talking a bit. Anyway, this is a bit that Carrie made for me a couple years ago. I show a lot of horses in it, and I work a lot of colts in it too later on in their 3-year-old year. I don't know, for me it's just it's probably one of the best bits I got. I like that mouthpiece, the shank, just everything about it. It reminds me of one of the clappers, you know, the clapper 27, and it fits about any horse I ride. Well, that's talking a bit. I'm Boyd Rice, and thanks for watching Cuttin Up TV.
The Talking a Bit segment is designed to let you know what trainers consider to be their favorite bit and what their uses are. Be sure and talk with your trainer to see what bit works best for you and your horse.
My name is Ellie Schreck, and we'll be right back after these messages on Cuttin Up TV.
The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV.
Era detergent once karate chopped a cocktail sauce stain so hard it sent it back in time. Era. So much fight, it's Chuck Norris approved.
Well, hope everyone enjoyed the non-pro action there from Ardmore, Oklahoma. This episode was brought to you by Bluebonnet Feeds, based right there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. If you want to feed your animals the best nutritional value quality feed that you could possibly feed, take a look at Bluebonnet's long list of products. I myself feed X Factor with Intensify technology. It's the finest extruded horse feed out there. It's exactly what the bag says it is, each and every bag. So take a look at Bluebonnet Feeds, bluebonnetfeeds.com. They've got a great equine nutritionist, Miss Jimmy Nichols. You got to hear from her earlier in this show with a Horse Health Today segment. So be sure and take a look at Bluebonnet Feeds. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the integrity of the honesty and transparency in the way that they identify each and every ingredient in their feeds. Remember, bluebonnetfeeds.com. Join us right here next week. I'm Kenny Imai, your host. We'll be right here cutting up.
Let's dance. Dance, dance. Cutting horse dance. To the left, to the right. Cutting horse dance. Bounce, bounce. The cutting horse dance. Left, right, left, right. Let's do it again.
Be sure and go to Cuttin Up TV's Facebook page and like us.